Emmerdale character makes surprise return. Mary and Faye drama. Emmerdale spoilers follow. Emmerdale has had a surprise return for Rhona's ex-husband Gus. Gus actually came to former mother-in-law Mary's rescue in Tuesday's, the 2nd of May, episode after her lover Faye's lies over the Ecuadorian women's refuge were exposed. Mary had been tipped off by Susie that Faye's charity didn't seem legitimate but initially refused to listen to any of the suspicions about her new partner. Related, has Emmerdale's Kathy Hope left the show for good? Susie continued her research, discovering that there was no online registry for the charity and no reporting about the fire that supposedly burned the shelter down. Mary once again snapped back, insisting Susie was trying to ruin her life since her own was going down the toilet. When Susie urged Mary to dig a little deeper, she was thrown out of the house. However, Mary started to realize she'd been fooled when Faye asked her for £500 more to put a deposit on a flat and then complained about Susie acting cagey about her own donation. Faye turned cold when Mary challenged her to prove the shelter is real, and when Faye couldn't. She referred to her now ex-partner as a grifter. "Be thankful you only lost this much," Faye callously sniped. She then coldly said, "You seriously thought that you and me were a thing? Oh, I'm good. You couldn't even do your own workings out for yourself without getting Susie on board." Mary grabbed Faye to demand she return the money. Faye knocked her away and Mary hit her head on a table, knocking herself unconscious. Related, Emmerdale reveals how Mackenzie Boyd is finally caught out. Gus happened to turn up just after Faye had fled and he was able to call for help for Mary. Susie and a medic were on the scene soon too, but Mary made sure to thank Gus for taking care of her. "Take care," Gus encouraged her. As Mary started coming round, she was able to fill in Susie on how she'd been right about Faye. Meanwhile, Gus promised to drop in again at some point to speak to Rhona. Last month, Gus made a surprise return to the village to ask Rhona's help. He wanted to use the IVF embryos they'd stored years ago to have a child with his new wife Lucy. Rhona gave some serious thought to helping Gus and Lucy with their IVF struggles. While that appeared to be the end of the storyline, Emmerdale's executive producer Jane Hudson has since confirmed that there are more emotional scenes to come. There is a long way to go with that story. It's one of those stories that when you think it's ended, it probably hasn't. It's a fascinating story and I think Zoe Henry, who plays Rhona, is a brilliant actress. She said, "We always want to find the next big story and I think this is Rhona's next big story. It's going to be one that really captures the viewers." Double quote. Emmerdale airs on weeknights at 7:30 p.m. on ITV1, and streams on ITVX. Read more Emmerdale spoilers on our dedicated homepage. You might also like Animal Crossing New Horizons is finally announced on Nintendo Switch. How to watch Amazon Prime on your TV, smartphone and tablet, and enjoy Good Omens online. Nintendo to release 2 new Switch consoles this year.